everybody? I'm back. Geologic is here, but switch it up today. I have a little panel. I have Steven, I have Dom, I have Gloria, and I have Javon here. And today we're going to talk about some shit. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories. So I looked up 5 popular conspiracy theories. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. So the first conspiracy theory I have is, of course, is the Earth flat? So first I want to have a show of hands of who believes that the Earth is flat. Okay.
It's unanimous. The shit is round. It's round.
So who believes that the Earth is like a sphere?
I believe the Earth.
Yeah.
I believe it's a sphere.
I just feel like for weather to occur and for us to have different climates, it just gotta be a sphere. And then on the Simpsons movie, we were in a dome. And I really just feel like, yeah, the Simpsons is pretty up there. Yeah, it's up there with the Bible.
They even knew Trump was gonna be president.
They knew 9/11 was gonna happen. Like
Something
the Simpsons, whoever is the writer probably also came back.
They said he was exactly.
They were also in Back to the
He needs
Future
to
as
hide
well.
himself because they gonna come after him.
So it's just
Be
like,
careful.
that's just kind of law at this point.
Earth is round, but let's talk about the moon.
Yeah.
We've
So-
never been there.
We've never been to the moon.
We've
Never
never been.
Everybody says, okay, let's show of hands. Who believes that the United States of America in 1969 we went to the moon? Right?
Like in the middle of the Cold War,
Looking down on Earth, like, oh, it is round.
Rosa Parks was still sitting in the back of buses.
They probably
like,
seen that whole flat.
And they
oh,
were
damn, this
going
whole
to the
is
moon.
flat.
Yeah,
And we're worried about going to the moon, and black people are still going through Jim Crow laws.
No.
Wrong things we're focusing on. We didn't go. We didn't go. They were trying to distract us from what was going on in the South. That's not what happened.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I don't think we probably went the first time, but we've definitely been to the moon.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think that, like maybe y'all discussed it before, that we was trying to beat other countries to say that we
Beat
were the
Russia.
first ones to
Yeah,
the
in
moon,
China, I'm sure.
which is probably what they did. But I think we probably did go after Russia. Russia was probably actually the first.
Yeah, Russia
ones
was
to go to
first.
the moon.
Okay.
But
I can
then
see
we
that.
actually
But they
officially went,
they said Russia didn't go.
afterwards, because we feel like we're a superpower and we're better than everybody.
Facts.
So yeah, at least had to go.
Exactly.
Bro, I
We
just
need
I
to be first
just,
with everything.
Yeah, just to say that we're the first.
Yeah.
Just because we feel like we're better than everybody.
But you said we went not the first time, but we
Yeah,
eventually
You
went
said
back.
later on.
Like
Yeah.
now,
Like in the 2000s.
I just don't believe that anybody has been outside of our atmosphere.
That's deep. That's deep. I definitely think because there's a whole space station. So I know we've been outside the
have been outside of our
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
I don't.
We've been outside
People
the
trying to
atmosphere.
get into our atmosphere have spaceships have blown up.
That's really what I want.
And you know that whenever they
see that.
return, whenever people supposedly return back into our atmosphere, the what do they call it? The air space people,
Astronauts.
Okay, so when you come back.
I'm dead.
when they come back in the space shuttle breaks apart, supposedly, right?
Yeah, it burns up.
And then they just low key in that hole like 2 deep,
Yeah.
right?
They're in
and
like
then
a little pod.
they get the little the pod, and then
Yeah.
they can just
But
no.
that shit still should melt, bro. Like
Yeah,
the heat is so hot.
And y'all have already seen Hidden Figures, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These black women worked on these mathematical
Sure.
problems to do this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So we know that's a historical fact that these black women was these mathematicians who worked on these type of equipment and stuff like that to
Shout out
get
to
these
them,
astronauts out of space.
And I'm hearing what y'all saying, and I just don't think we made it out, bro. I'm hearing it, and I know that this happened, and they worked on that, but I just think that our government is a liar. I don't think we've been to the moon. Like you said, the flag was waving. There's supposed to be no wind in outer space.
No oxygen.
In the picture, there's no stars. You would think that if you're in the moon, the stars would be right there, and the little hopping.
I'm mad. She reached for the stars. Shorty reached for
One reason why you wouldn't be able to reach a star.
Well, okay, not
No,
touch
she's
it.
saying
but
like they always look like they in your face though.
Bro, but they should be there.
Like
If pieces of rock from space can't get into our atmosphere, like how can we get out of it and come back into it?
So AIDS was created by the government or the
Facts.
CIA to
Facts.
wipe out
Y'all set us up.
homosexuals and blacks.
I think
So-
that is true because they injected black men with syphilis.
Just gonna raise my hand.
So it's
I'm sure
absolutely
all these are
true.
Tuskegee
Yeah.
experiment.
The
Yeah.
Tuskegee experiment was
And
real,
I think
and it's true.
I think everything like even like chlamydia, like all of them sexual diseases, like
all the way down to that
all of that shit is
was created.
because like I said, your body can't produce anything to kill it.
Like, how is it magically? Like, just someone
And-
randomly produced it.
And they have scientists and people that were in the CIA that have really spoken up and said, like, yes, it was an experiment that went wrong, AIDS. And
Damn.
Richard Nixon was in presidency then, and Richard Nixon did not like black people. Black people don't like Nixon. And most people that really do die from AIDS are black homosexuals. My mom's old hairstylist really died, bro. Bro wasn't even like 50, bro. Just
Shout
dead
out.
off of
Damn.
AIDS.
My mama first cousin
Had her hair on
died
point,
from
shout
AIDS.
Died from, like, just dead, bro. Like, and he was gay.
Yeah, he was gay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was that.
Crazy.
Easy. Make sure we raise our hands for this one.
Okay.
So, are the California wildfires really being started by actual lasers? So, I know you guys might not be like too knowledgeable, too hip, but after reading what I read today, I do believe.
I mean, I believe, and I've been saying that, but like I don't know if it's lasers. I haven't heard anything or read anything about the lasers, but I definitely think the government is doing that shit to get people out.
Yeah, population control.
And then they might do that to
Overpopulated.
build more shit because that gives them instead of them, oh y'all keep tearing down trees and shit, it makes it look like that it happened naturally. So now they're gonna replace those trees with neighborhoods.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So, what I'll do, I'll give you guys a little bit of a background of it because I'm sure you guys don't know too much on it. But I'm gonna try and like make it a quick summary. Basically, they feel like that Donald Trump is testing out new possible weapons in Los Angeles and the surrounding areas in these expensive, rich neighborhoods because that's what's been burning up lately in these wildfires. And the last, like, really this year has been the worst year, but the last few years, areas in California have had the worst wildfires like ever. I'm from Los Angeles. We've always had wildfires, mudslides, things like that. But like this year it's really going up. Ellen DeGeneres had to evacuate from her home. Chelsea Handler and other like really popular stars. And these people are real deep millionaires, and their homes and neighborhoods are really out of there. So they're showing in these pictures of the videos that I've watched on this theory that the homes are just being flattened, right? But the trees and the bushes and the shrubs and the areas are just big, cool, and still green. But the homes are just flattened, right? And usually when your house is burned by a wildfire, it's going to leave like some type of structure. It's going to be black, ash, like something.
Yeah.
And a lot of the pictures that you're seeing of California after the fact is just the houses are just low-key just
Like,
wiped
wiped
out.
away.
So you think
Like,
they put like acid or something in it or some shit?
So it's really just a laser, the
Something
way that a
to even
laser just it's just
Oh yeah, I forgot.
like it's
It
gonna
burns it.
shoot, yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
burn it up, but
yeah.
it's just a different, as opposed to being a wildfire and a fire just moving from one building to the next and just burning a little part of this and then skipping around. Like it's like no, they're shooting up whole neighborhoods.
Like it looks
Yeah.
like it's like the whole house is being consumed to a degree.
Right.
And wildfires don't do that. It kind of like it burns it.
And it's gonna
And
boom, bro.
if it collapses, you see that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like a how
It's
hurricanes
flat.
just wipe
Right,
stuff.
in a tornado, that's what it's
Like
looking
tornadoes just
yeah.
wipe stuff.
Right. So it's just like Trump is like, they're like, okay, so Trump feels like this is the perfect place to test out these lasers. He can't test out the lasers in another country because, of course, that would start a war. So they're just basically trying to say that Trump is trying to really just get ready and prepare for any type of World War III or war with North Korea or whoever, and not just have nuclear bombs, but have these lasers too. And the wildfires is just a perfect place to have them in California. So, because they really have been really spread out.
Completely.
But basically, that's a pretty new conspiracy theory.
That's her fault.
I'm digging it. The stuff I learned about it today, I watched a 20-minute video on it. It's really making sense to me because I know fires are supposed to leave. Shout out to Nadira and Ramon. Like, he's a firefighter. He be teaching me about the fire stuff, bro. Get the strap.
Get the strap.
So our last conspiracy theory that I want to touch on today is going to be chemtrails. And chemtrails are basically the trails that airplanes and other things that are in the sky leave. And most people try and say, that's just like the condensation and stuff from the gas and the oil in the sky. But lately it's been coming about that it's really a different form of population control, and it's letting out chemicals in our sky, giving us cancer, giving us whatever, really wiping us out, keeping us sick. That's why people have allergies, this, that, and the other. So raise your hands if you believe in chemtrails.
Period.
And
A
then
lot of this shit that they're making is designed to fuck us up. Like,
And it's controlling the weather.
They have
they
like,
say.
you know,
they can't tell you.
I know they have the technology is what I'm because they have like
Steven doesn't believe.
they have like the
I'm
crop
gonna
duster
tell you
planes
why.
like for like you know.
It's because I forgot. I don't know if it's China. It's somewhere that says okay, you can only have 3 kids, right?
China.
China.
But not 3.
China says you can have
China is
One.
talking about from one.
It's
Okay.
only a boy and preferably a
It
male.
better be
Yeah.
a boy.
So
Preferably
America
male.
can't do that, bro. But we're getting heavily populated. And the thing is like I said, they're putting chloride or chlorine in water, bro. Like everything is, they trying to kill us, bro. Because the faster you die, they done already made money off you. So like the faster you die, you know what I'm saying? You go on, you go. The next person can take your spot, straight up.
Absolutely.
And I really, and two, I mean, I think, everything polluting the ozone and,
It's
what I'm
turning
saying,
up the
stuff
weather
like
on its
that.
own.
Exactly. It's
Gotcha.
doing that automatically because we was protected by something. Now we losing that protection.
And then weather control, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Harvey, two of the biggest storms probably to ever hit America, right? And they're in New Orleans and Houston, big metropolitan areas. And I feel like, just like how Flint has its dirty water, Katrina was built to kill y'all off because y'all had a big murder rate as well. Y'all were one of the top people.
Hey,
Y'all still are
yeah.
one of the top murder cities that really just murking people. So I feel like they tried to get y'all out the way with that.
Yeah.
Harvey, I sadly was in Houston for that. Don't know why I didn't skedaddle. Gloria and I was here. Horrible. Harvey was the worst thing ever, and I just feel like that was just a way to get some people out the way.
Yeah,
and I just feel like we never had storms like that before.
Yeah, and two, I think they trying to gentrify everything. Like all the big cities, bro, they want full of white people. I just think they want niggas just, in small neighborhoods off in the country. Like,
Yep. They want us gone, small, out the way, and I feel like they just don't want us to be represented in
If
America.
you really think about it, though,
This isn't our. This
These
America's
weather-
not for us.
these weather
It's never been
changes-
for us.
These weather changes will be the cause of pollution. So, because so many people drive, so many people
Yep.
use
killing them.
planes and all this other stuff. The weather changed, the seasons change. We don't even have winters.
It's
here
hot in
Texas.
December in Houston.
Exactly. You
No
don't
matter
even
what
have.
people say, it's hot.
Thanksgiving's gonna be 83 degrees.
You don't
I'm
have
with that.
winters. You don't
Short
have really. You only have really 2 seasons.
Not this old.
Yeah. You gotta get your bread up, and you have to get out of America.
Hey, you really gotta get your bread up, bro. You got $100,000, bro. You can move to China. Like I was just looking up the other day, but it's like
You gotta learn.
0.73 or something like that on the dollar. So like you really gonna go over there and live.
And boom.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Steven. Thank you, Dominic.
Shout out
Thank
to
you,
the
Gloria.
Obamas.
Thank
We
you,
love
Javon.
y'all.
We miss you.
We miss you
Obamas.
guys.